It's kinda dark out. I do think this fight of the light, This is a rough draft, but fuck it, the timing was right.
Asshole. Alright. Okay. Make sure I'm right here. Hold on. I'm missing something. No, I'm not. Okay. Boom. Alright, here we go. Now, as above, so below. Atoms. You see this right here? Look right here. Here we go. Let me enlarge that a little bit for you. Atoms are made up of subatomic particles, protons and neutrons, which are in the atom's nucleus, and clouds of electrons orbiting the nucleus. The atom weight or mass of an atom is the total number of protons and neutrons in its nucleus. The atomic number of an atom is its number of protons. Conveniently, atoms that are electrically neutral have the same number of positive charge as negative charge. I want you to remember this part. I want you to listen to this part right here. The atomic number of an atom is its number of protons. Conveniently, listen, conveniently for who? I want you to remember this. Conveniently for who? Atoms that are electrically neutral have the same number of positive charge as negative charge. See this right here? Look at this one right here. This is hydrogen. I want you to look at this. That's a proton in the middle and one electron. That's neutral. Do you understand? This is neutral and it's conveniently. Now I'm gonna finish reading. I'm gonna drive my point home with this. Positive charge, negative. Opposite charges attract. So negatively charged electrons are attracted to positively charged protons. Now, what is protons? Protons is masculine energy. You understand? The sun is a proton. The sun is a proton. The planets are electrons. So we can get this. As above, so below. Now, positively charged protons, the attraction holds electron in its orbit outside the nucleus. The more protons there are in the nucleus, the stronger the atom positive charge is and the more electron it can attract. Now, I want you to understand this. The more protons that are in the nucleus, it didn't say neutrons, the more protons that are in the nucleus. So when brothers that you are ascending right now, my brothers that are speaking with no fear, my brothers that are speaking truth, you are getting charged up. You ever notice that you get hot? You ever notice sometimes you get hot when you start talking truth? You understand? You start talking truth, and next thing you know, you see sisters looking at you. You see brothers, other people looking at you. You understand? The more protons that are in the nucleus, the stronger the atom positive charge is, and the more electrons it can attract. Now, electrons is negative charge. Protons is positive charge. Now, I want you to look at this. The first shell holds only two electrons. Two electrons, protons and electrons. The second and third shell holds 8 electrons each. The fourth shell, which can be found in elements such as potassium, calcium, and iron, holds up to 18 electrons. Higher shells also exist that hold even more electrons. So let me just show you this. You see this? You see this right here? When I say as above, so below, the male has a positive charge. So this is why females are gravitating to males that speak positively, strong, have no fear. You understand? Because you are now representing or emulating the sun and the cosmos. You are now representing and emulating the sun and the cosmos. The more positive you are, the more electrons, feminine energy. Now understand something. This ain't about getting a female down here, because guess what? The more positive you speak, the more angelic beings, the more light beings. I walk around my house all the time. I see light beings just moving around my house. I see them flashing across my eyes. I see it all the time. The more electrons, meaning when people be like, well, you're protected, you're guarded. This is what you are guarded. The electrons orbits the proton for its safety, its guardian. The more positive that you are speaking, the more powerful you become. And the more electrons is your power. They is the protective, they surf and navigate you. So now let me show you another graph. I want to show you something. As above, so below. And I'll be telling y'all, like, listen, you do what you want to do as far as life. I'm not here to tell you how you should live. You live the way you want to live. Here we go right here. How about this? What is this right here? You see that right there? The sun is in the middle. Do you see what surf and navigates the sun? The planets. And the planets are what? Electrons. Do you not see this right here? As above, so below. As out, as without, so within. This is the same thing that's going on with one single cell inside of your body. Now what's happening is, look at this. Look at this chart right here. Look at the date right there. November 12th and November 11th. Look at these. These are ionized particles, coronal mass ejections that are coming from, they don't even say it's coming from your core sun. They say they don't even know where it's coming from, Mr. MB33. They don't know where these ionized particles are now coming from. These are charged particles. And when these charged particles hit Earth, you see this right here? It removes the electrons from around the atom. That this ionized particles remove these electrons that are surf and navigating the atom. And what's happening is it is charging up the nucleus inside the motherfucking cell. And this is happening with every living organism on the planet. Every living organism on the planet. Every last one of them. As above, so below. So when I say to my sisters, listen, I'm not here to coach you into polygyny. You do what you want to do. You understand? I'm just telling you, everything outwardly is inwardly. This is happening with your cells. This is why for every one man that's born is 12 to 15 of y'all. Y'all not understanding. This is a balance. The balance doesn't mean 10 men and 10 women. That's not a balance. That's unbalance. You see what I'm saying to you? But you don't want to hear that. That's fine, well and dandy. I'm not here to coach you. Do what you want to do. For real, it's not even beneficial right now for a man to be even in that type of situation. Because if you're not grounded, if you don't trust and believe yourself, if you're still operating in your root, in your stomach chakra, the family is not going to never grow and become to what it really needs to become, what it needs to be. Because it's always going to be tension, and it's going to be unnecessary tension. So yes, no, I don't even coach it. And my personal advice to my brothers right now, stay to your fucking self, man. I don't mean no harm. Stay to your motherfucking self. Seriously. Or stay with the one that's true to you, that can breathe life into you. And I mean that. This shit out here right now is foolishness, the way we are living. We right now are concerned as a whole to what's getting ready to take place on the planet. Well, you don't see Kalai concerned with that shit, but a lot of people are. Why? You know why you're concerned with it? Because you don't have a foundation with your sisters. You don't have a foundation, first of all, with yourself. Let's start with that. 2, you don't have a foundation with your sisters. A lot of our sisters have multiple children that are alone. Even if you have one child or another sister have multiple children, you are alone. And the worst thing that you can ever believe, that think that you do push-ups, think you do pull-ups, think that you got a gun in a shooting range. You have no idea. You are not a killer. You are not a killer. I want you to know that. I understand that you can pop in the shooting range. The fucking that board or that sheet of paper ain't shooting back. That sheet of paper ain't thinking. You understand? You think a motherfucker gonna stand right there knowing you got a weapon and just say, okay, we're gonna let her shoot back at us too. Nah. They're gonna think. And you're gonna be worrying about your kids and your safety at the same French toast time. That's what you're gonna be concerned with. And then what happens? Panic sets in. Let me explain something to you. We're not killers. You can continue to believe that if you want to. That's okay. But we're not killers. So let me finish. Let me go over here real fast. I'm not done. Let me go over here. Hold on. Where was I at? I'm going to get into this right here. First of all, I did this yesterday, and I just want to go over this real fast because I'm going to do this again when I go live, and I'm going to load up. I'm going into the brain. Chimps versus human memory test. You ain't gotta worry about it, baby. Kalai lining his ducks up in a row. Now, this is why they say, again, that humans can only access 5% of their brain. Look at this right here. The cerebellum sits right at the top of the 33 vertebrae. And look at coordination and voluntary movement, balance, posture, motor learning, sequence learning, reflex memory, mental function, emotional processing. This is the 5% of your brain that you are accessing. And look around. I want you to go outside. And matter of fact, you ain't even go outside. Look at the people that you encounter. And look at the people that you see when you do in your travels. What are they discussing? What are they talking about? All of this shit is in the low portion of their brain. All of this shit. Words, numbers, and that's all in the low portion of their brain. That's it. We have so much more to us, my brothers and sisters. So much more. And when this is damaged, this cerebellum is damaged, this is where it causes, when you hear, especially when you see somebody drink liquor, you know what I'm saying? You be like, they be slurring. They be like, what? What you say? I don't know what you talking about, man. And especially when you try to talk to a brother or sister and you try to explain the difference between languages and how languages keep us trapped into a spell. Or even you go with the birthday and you be like, that's not even our birthday. That calendar was made by man. What are you talking about, man? You crazy. You racist, man. You racist. You racist? Wait a minute. Hold on for a second. So if I beat your ass and I decided to give you a calendar, does that make it right? If I beat your ass and told you to follow a 10-month calendar after I abused the shit out of you, does that make it right after 10 generations down the line? 10 generations down the line, does that make that calendar right? What are you talking about? What literally, we have completely forgotten. Literally, we have completely forgotten. And you know why? Let me pull this up real fast. Let me give you a little taste. Right here. Let me give you a little place to... Hold up. Let me see where I want to read. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm not even going to get y'all to avoid hawks and memory mammals with their frontal lobes having kept... No, you don't have to have a large frontal lobe. Your behavior tends to... Listen, here we go right here. I was going to give you a little taste. This little line right here. If you don't have a large frontal lobe, your behavior tends to be dominated by your current needs and what is currently going on in the world around you. I'm not going to go no further. You can screenshot this and read it and get ready for what I'm getting ready to drop on your ass next. But listen, if you don't have a large frontal lobe, your behavior tends to be dominated by your current needs and what is currently going on in the world around you. Around you. So this is why they put on... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, y'all didn't see that? My bad. I apologize. I strongly apologize. Y'all didn't see that? Hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize. You see this right here? Let me read it to you. I'm not going... You can screenshot this shit if you want to. That's up to you. But I'm telling you, this is when I'm not going to go in tonight because this brother, we're going to talk about our star family, our brothers and sisters. But here we go right here. If you don't have a large frontal lobe, your behavior tends to be dominated by your current needs and what is currently going on in the world around you. Do you notice? If you don't have a large frontal lobe, your behavior tends to be dominated by your current needs and what is currently going on in the world around you. Now that's a neuroscientist. There is no need for me to say I don't argue. From here on out, let me tell you, respect to my brother John and my man Shiz. I'm telling you, wise men. These are wise men. Because see, people pull on me from all directions now. You understand? Because see, this social media thing is like the new hip hop shit. And I'm not into this shit. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't get into this. I get into this for our race, sincerely for our race and our youth. So you know what they talk to me. I told you she's my personal counselor, and John don't even know he's becoming my counselor. and guess what? They say, Kala, let me explain something to you. You have to learn to cut everyone the fuck off, man. You understand? You have to learn to just stay focused and go forward in what you are doing. You are too important to yourself and to those that are around you to allow yourself to be pulled in different directions. Keep going forward. You understand? And guess what? That was one of the best advice that my brother John could ever have gave to me. And it's so funny how things work in unison, because she had set me down the other day, was on the phone talking. He said, yo, bro, I done told you, man, listen, you gotta move forward. Don't just stop it. Move the fuck forward. Everybody's gonna wanna have a conversation. You understand? But it's not worth you. Keep moving the fuck forward. The universe understands your heart. Your heart is big. You have never, just what she said, since you have never, ever, have I ever seen you change off of the path that you have been on. You understand? People that be robbed with me in the car, people that I can pull my phone out every time I do some shit. People that rob me in the car, they see, like, you are serious about this shit. Some people say to me, damn, do you ever give this shit a break? Yeah, when I'm asleep, and even when I'm asleep, it ain't a break, because I'm in the cosmos doing some shit there too. You never stop, nor do I want to stop, and I'm not going to until the fucking sky turns rainbow color and the people that walks on this planet turn rainbow color. You understand? I'm never going to stop until that happens. So let me move forward. Don't worry, I got you, people. I sincerely got you. Hold on. So we got the 5% of the